howdy hi, folks. It is that magical time of the week. It is Thursday. How the hell are y'all? Chrono, thank you so much for the 20 months, mate. Really do truly appreciate it. It's a really special amount of time. So, really do appreciate it. We've got Sargim in the chat. Hello. What other lovely people do we have lurking in the background? I hope you're all doing well. So tonight is going to be our Duskmourn set special. It's a little bit different this time because rather than traditionally doing like a upgraded precon, we've opted to do a high power game with legends and with no other build restrictions. So expect a high power game with some fine folk. Other than that, everything's on the table. It's not CEDH, but you might see some cards that you wouldn't see on a casual table, perhaps. Not from my deck, but you never know. You never know when it comes to these specials. So, folks, thank you so much for being here. It is week 2 and the final week that we'll be promoting Warchild UK's Gathering for Good campaign. So if you are considering giving any tips, donations, subs tonight that aren't obviously Twitch Prime, because that doesn't translate into a clickable donation button to Warchild, unfortunately. Who'd have thought? Please do consider doing a donation to Warchild instead. There are some fantastic goodies up for grabs at certain donation for at £5 donation level. So if you go to the link that's presented to you, you will see that there's a 5, 10 and 15 pounds redemption in the landing page, as it were, to be entered into a prize draw for lots of Doctor Who goodies, specifically Doctor Who like memorabilia from the TV show, but also some signed Magic the Gathering cards by the doctors that played the cards, that's cool as fuck, right? So even if you're not a giant Doctor Who fan, it's a fantastic charity. So if you can, please do donate. But the biggest thing you can do is share. Like our content, the biggest thing you can do to support us is share and tell people about us. So with that in mind, if you are new here, please do remember to like and subscribe. I'm just realizing that my like and subscribe button isn't working on my stream deck. Oh no, life is sad. And then also, if you're not new on Twitch, please do drop us a follow. So let us get over to the pod, but before we do that, I'm going to run a little videotape promoting the Warchild UK campaign. So bear with us, folks, and we'll see you real soon. Oh, Sam, thank you so much for the £10 towards Warchild. I should mention we're actually £30 away from reaching our goal, which is super cool. Really cool. So thank you so much for the £10, Sam. Really appreciate it, mate. Lovely to have you here. So yes, we're £30 away. How exciting. So let's see if we can smash that. And while we contemplate that thought, let's find out a little bit more about the campaign.
Hi guys, Kerry here. Warchild need your help for a really special campaign, for their Gathering for Good campaign. So I've sent you a package. Open it, be as quick as you can, sign it, send it back to me, and whatever you do, don't blink.
Hello, Karen Gillen here. I am so sorry to miss this one, but unfortunately I've been stuck on the other side of a crack in my wall. But please make sure that you go and support Warchild and Children in Conflict's Gathering for Good campaign and win some cards before the angels get them.
And we're back, folks. Hello. So hopefully you enjoyed a little message from Karen Gillen. Obviously sent to us directly, not the general campaign account for Warchild.
Yeah, Scottish link.
Yes. Oh yeah. God, we should have got Karen to play instead of Cryptic. Fuck.
I'm sorry, everybody, but you know they just can't handle this, so they have to get Karen Gillen on instead.
Fair. And let's move on. So, I'm also, just for the pod's sake, I'm keeping my first 7. I don't know if it's good. Let's see what happens.
Baz has it actually mulliganed before the show went live.
I know, technically mulliganed before it went live. I did when I was doing my flawless monologue at the start. Absolutely flawless. So yes, lads, the gang is finally back together.
Yep.
And
We're all
Cryptic's here.
It has.
Yeah.
Oh, the clans are reunited. Happy to see
I'm
it.
the person who brings them back. It's all
It is.
about me.
You're the linchpin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna have to start calling you Ben.
I'm 80s human character today, and then sometimes called Ben. So
Absolutely.
Ben takes many forms.
The illusion that is Ben. So yeah, like we're kind of. I feel like we're from a content point of view, just kind of getting started with Duskmourn a little, but also kind of like getting past it now as well.
but to be
Yeah,
fair,
when's the next set out?
to be
It's a
fair,
while. It's a while.
yeah, it's
Foundations.
Foundations at the end of like November or something. But it's also like a introductory lead-in product kind of thing. So
It's core set 2024.
Yeah,
Perfect for me. Sign me up. I need an introductory level.
Plink with the £10. Thank you so much, friend. Absolutely fantastic. Y'all are so
Awesome.
generous. We
Thank you.
really appreciate you. So, yeah, we're here to sling some spells and hopefully be entertaining. That's usually the plan. So let's stick with that, you know. So let's jump over to spell table.
Yeah.
So remind me who got first.
Look,
It was
with the-
me
with the 12.
with a 12, but a 12. A Roman 12.
12 minus 2. Roman
Well,
12. I like that. That's funny.
but I rolled a baker's dozen afterwards. So
Oh, you win then.
yeah.
You win.
Hee-haw. Fab. Well, let's go round the table and introduce ourselves and our commanders. So, Luke, you're up first.
I got him first. Hello, it's me, Luke. I'm playing Marina Vendrell, and it's a rooms deck. We're just going to be playing rooms, opening rooms, closing rooms, opening them again, maximizing that kind of value. Very heavy kind of enchantment based. This is the first run out. You see, I've not had a chance to test it and hone it like my two co-hosts. If you're at Command Fest, you'll have heard screams when people were sitting down playing against Arabella, and
My screams.
taking great delight in watching Barry mill 3 random people with Mindskinner. I didn't see Rip though, Cryptic. Why didn't Rip come out?
Well, you'll find out in a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's stick with intros, please.
So yeah, it's going to be Enchantress, and we'll see how we get on. 5 colours.
Fab. And Cryptic in seat 2.
I would shocked about that because I normally go after Luke, and he's normally last. So
It felt weird to go first.
tonight I'm 80s human character, as you can tell by my white t-shirt and gilet, and I'm playing Rip Spawn Hunter. This is a Selesnya deck that wants to turn Rip sidewards in some way. It's got a lot of ways to tap them down outside of combat to get this trigger to then start churning through my deck and hopefully then play sort of stacks like creatures that help slow the game down and then eventually take over the game with a bunch of flying tokens and things like that. The reason nobody saw this at Command Fest is because this is actually my Wily Duke Atin Hero deck, slightly retooled for Rip's trigger. They play basically the same way, but the Wily Duke is a little bit more on other people's turns than Rip is. And I thought I'd try and dress as them today the best I can.
Nice. You got your Ghostbuster Proton pack down by your feet, probably.
Unfortunately, my Ghostbusters costume was from when I was 11, and I definitely don't fit into that.
I thought you were dressed as Martin McFly.
That's why I said it, though.
He's from the 80s, so 80s human character. I'm all of them.
Massive.
Fab. And Baz here, I'm in seat 3. I'm playing the Mindskinner, so as Luke alluded to, it likes to mill the table equally, which I like to call fair. It's an equipment build, so we've gone for a Voltron skew with how it is being brewed up. So it does the thing, and it does it well, but it does have the same sort of flaws as most Voltron decks, where it's quite fragile. If you deal with the commander, then it loses a bit of its teeth. But there's some pretty impactful creatures in the deck that hopefully we'll see that do a similar job. But yeah, we're on mill, so everyone's got 100 life. So I'm at a disadvantage, and don't let any of my fellow pod mates say otherwise. Dean.
Yes, hello. I'm on Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Basically, I want to make lots of weenies, turn sideways, and deal lots of damage, gain lots of life. This deck runs 10 board wipes. I made sure I stated that fact the whole time at Command Fest. 10 board wipes.
It's gonna be a long stream.
And a ton of enchantment removal. Yeah. This deck's got an Ancient Tomb in it, so it's in bracket 4. So if I take an Ancient Tomb out, it's still in bracket 4.
I love that. Absolutely love that. Alright, folks. Well, that is the decks. Luke, you are up first, my friend. So let's get over to where we need to go and take us away.
Let's go. Good luck. Have fun, everyone. I will play this Flooded Strand, crack it, and pass turn.
Thank you. I will play this Tapped Temple Garden and a Paradise Mantle.
Hey-o.
And pass the turn.
Draw a card. Ooh, I think we're gonna go Island. And yeah, we're just gonna pass there. Pass.
We'll drop. I'll play a Prismatic Vista. I'll crack it, go get a Plains, and I'll cast an Esper Sentinel.
Hey-o.
That's a card.
Card confirmed.
Card confirmed. I'm still shuffling. Okay, Esper Sentinel. Very nice. Draw for turn. Okay, I will play that. I'll play this Windswept Heath, tap it, do the same again, and
Get a breeding pool for the fun of it. That'd be good. You don't need white. You don't need white and black.
I kind of think I do.
I'm gonna see an Indathon Triome or something like that.
It's in here somewhere, yeah. He says, as I can't find it. Apologies. There we go. The Survive Triumph. Look at that one. There we go. And I'll pass. I was going to do something else, but I will wait.
Sure. I'll play the first new card, a Verge, the Hushwood Verge specifically. Exactly. And then we'll play a Delighted Halfling.
Delightful.
And pass the turn.
Draw a card. Play an Ancient Tomb. Tap an island for a blue. Use a blue for a Sol Ring.
Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, you can have it, mate.
Thank you.
How are you having such an impactful turn there? Mana Crit's been banned.
I hurt myself for 2 because that's what makes this card fair. And we'll cast a Giggling Skitterspike. First new card. I think it was maybe one of very few Duskmourn cards that are in my deck, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's like the doll from Toy Story, right?
It is exactly that card.
Yep.
So it is a 4-mana 1/1 with Indestructible. It says whenever it attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. And it also has an activated ability for 5 generic for Monstrosity 5. So if I activate that, it gets monstrous and it gets 5+1/+1 counters.
Sounds lovely.
This, I feel like this card could be green. It's got so many words on it. But that will be all my game actions. Pass turn.
They did put it in the green deck, so
Oh, did they?
yeah.
Well, there you go.
Clifftop Retreat. We'll tap 2 and we'll cast Arabella. Pass.
Tap, draw for turn. We'll play this Reliquary Tower. And we'll tap this and a white for a Stony Silence.
Esper Sentinel.
Is it 1? Yeah, I'll pay it. Oh. Do I care if you hit me? No, I'll pay it. And I'll pass turn.
At the end of the turn, I would like 2 swords to Plowshares Arabella.
Okay.
Yep.
Esper Sentinel.
Can't pay for it.
Draw.
God.
Luke's just played Stony Silence, and that dealt with the thing that I wanted to get rid of.
I mean, you put 2 mana down, and my deck's just turned off for the whole game. So, woo! I'll be the person sitting pressing buttons the rest of the game.
This is activated abilities.
Okay. Equipment.
Yep, like equips.
Equipment's an activated ability.
I suppose equip is an activated ability.
On you,
I'll
Cryptic.
play an Overgrown Farmland.
Take as long as you want.
I'll play a Rip. It can't be countered because I've used Delighted Halfling.
Spelltaker's not having a good time.
Yeah, Rip is one of those names that you can't just type Rip in for because it brings up lots
Literally
of cards.
All the cards.
Yeah.
Every black card with the Ripper in it.
Yeah, for the benefit of the chat, Rip is a 4/4 with a survival. So at the beginning of my second main phase, if they're tapped, I look at X cards where X is their power, and then I put any number of creatures or vehicles with different powers into my hand. The rest on the bottom in a random order. I will pass the turn. Please ignore the thing that appeared from behind my Rip.
No. Draw. I would hate to have accurate boards for YouTube, thanks. I'm sorry, untap. Okay. Let's go combat. Player removal and all that. Luke, I'm going to send 1 at you.
Okay.
When it attacks, everybody takes 1.
I take 2. I got 37.
Yep.
Bastard.
Untap, drop. Play this Battlefield Forge. I'll tap it for colorless for a Soul Ring.
Oh, hey, Steves. Yes, my secret commander absolutely is Brewback. That's a fact. And the table knows it.
I'll tap planes for a reconnaissance.
Nice. I too have a lot of Assassin's Creed cards in this deck.
And I'll pass from there.
I don't.
I don't think I've got any in this one. Draw.
I can't believe how cheap it is. The reconnaissance.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Look at foil one. I was like, hell yeah. Didn't even break a fiver.
I'll tap 1 blue for a first room, bottomless pool. I'll open it on that side.
Esper Sentinel.
Yeah, you can have it. And Cryptic, I'll return Rip to your hand.
Sure.
And for the kids at home that don't want to read sideways.
Well, that's how they're always put down.
No, I mean because the
For sure.
spell table
So-
preview is also vertical.
Yes.
So yeah, bottomless pit. So when you unlock this room, return up to 1 target creature. So return Rip. But the other side, locker room, is locked.
What does it do? Just out of curiosity, in case folk want to interact.
So locker room, whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Draw. Cool. Yes, Crodo, MTG bot does not like it either.
I'll crack this.
That's a really good room for your commander with like opening and closing rooms, or locking. And
Yeah, I think it will be. We'll have to.
Just repeatable unsummon is
Very good.
Very good.
Yes. We'll just get another triumph. Just continue the theme.
Oh, 7 to go.
And we'll go to and we'll cast Bloom Tender, which now taps for blue and white and green. And I'll pass.
Draw. I want to play Holdout Settlement. I'm going to tap Delighted Halfling for a white to help cast Rip. Rip cannot be countered. Okay. I will tap Rip to Holdout Settlement to generate a green. And then I will pass through to combat.
Yep.
And then I'll pass through to my second main phase. And trigger Rip. Reveal the top 4. Glare Subdual, a Reliquary Tower, a Dauntless Dismantler, and a White Plume Adventure. So I may put any number of creatures and artifacts with different powers into my hand. This is a 1 power creature. This is a 3 power creature that will go into my hand. The other 2 go on the bottom of my library in a random order. And then I will pass the turn. We've done it once. That'll be plenty.
So what gave Rip haste? Or am I missing something?
Nothing gave Rip haste, but this asks you to tap an untapped creature. And it doesn't care
so it
about
doesn't need to
sequence.
attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair. No, that's all good. I was just like, is this a new land? A land that gives haste? I want that land.
Yeah, can't hear you, buddy.
Don't hear you, Baz.
Excellent. I'm muted because I was playing with something. Anyway, go to combat. Cryptic, attack you for 1.
Chill.
Cryptic, you'll take 2.
Yep.
Table, take 1. Pass turn.
So, yeah. Yeah, on top. Draw. Planes. One, 2, 3, 4. X is 4. Jacked Rabbit, where X is for.
Jack.
You can't tap your solving.
Oh, neither I can.
Islands.
Oh yeah. I knew why I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted to do something on your end step. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to do it, and then changed my mind. Okay. Yeah, I'll play this instead then. 3 for an enduring innocence.
Nice.
Go to combat. Look, I'm going to send Esper Sentinel at you.
Okay, what is it? A 1?
Yeah.
Take 1.
Before I end the combat, I'm going to remove it from combat.
Fair.
Pass.
Oh. We'll go 4 for we'll cast Charred Foyer.
Nice.
Which is a room, and it reads at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. And if I unlock the other side, it says once each turn you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile.
Nice.
Esper Sentinel.
I'll tap that and pay for it. Actually, I'll just tap that and pay for it. And yeah, I'll pass.
And tap. Draw. Yeah. Tap 3 using this to tap Rip. To cast a White Plume Adventurer.
You, sir, gain the initiative.
I do. I'm going to put it here for now because I'm cannot find the token that I had on my desk. So the start of the the secret entrance is search my library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into my hand and shuffle. So I will do so. The rest of White Plume Adventurer, while I search, says at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, untap a creature I control. If I've completed a dungeon, untap all creatures I control instead.
The Undersea.
The Undercity. I'll go and get a planes.
I keep seeing like really cool artist impressions of like the Undercity with all the rooms.
Yeah.
But they're always so illegible. So I'm like, oh, like I love it, but can you make it so people can read it?
I will proceed to play said planes as well.
Oh, I just realised I didn't gain my life for swords, so I'm on 38.
It might matter, who knows?
Yeah.
I was thinking about having to, if I have to swords the Mindskinner, that's a lot of life. But alas, we're not there. I would like to move to combat.
You got it, bud.
I would like to move out of combat. And therefore then trigger Rip. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a Shalai, a Sundering Vitae, which I can't take, a Doorkeeper Thrall,
Muse.
and a Seaborn Muse.
Awesome.
Sundering Vitae I can't take, but this is 1 power, this is 2 power, and this is 3 power. So these will all go into my hand.
Some good hits.
Someone please stop Cryptic from running away with it.
Can't tap my soul ring,
I
unfortunately.
know, mate. I'm like there is. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking because I've got to go to clean up. And what do I care least about is the question. I think it's this. So I'm going to go to my end step, and then I'll be moving to clean up.
Dope.
So if you've got any effects in end step, you do so.
Nada from here.
No effects. Just extra speed deck.
I think it's that. I actually think it's that. Yeah. So I will discard the Doorkeeper Thrall and the Charismatic Conqueror.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And then I've finished and I'll pass the turn.
Untap, draw.
In your upkeep, I trigger White Plume Adventure and untap Rip.
Yes. Cryptic, can I hit you for the initiative, please?
You can try.
I tried. That was my attempt.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, we'll hurt ourselves for 2. Go floating 4. Make Giggling Skitter Spike unblockable. Combat.
Yep.
Cryptic.
Yep, there's 1.
I gain the initiative.
What is doing that? The Rogue's Passage. That's
Yes.
fine.
Sorry,
So
I should
so
have
it's still
actually announced what I was doing.
Yeah.
Could you not tell from the fancy artwork Rogue Passage?
Well, it's also because I don't know what Sid's toy from Toy Story actually does on its monstrosity. And I
just
was
gets
about to
countered.
say, if it was that, you can't do it. but
Yeah,
the
it's
Rogue's
an
Passage.
artifact.
Yeah,
It's an activated ability.
Yeah.
So I get the initiative. I'm going to go search for a basic. It will be
Yep.
an island. It will be this island that goes to hand. I will play it for turn. And to save a bit of time, I'll just pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, drop. Play this plateau.
Oh my goodness.
Go 1, 2, 3 for a hardened escort.
Oh my.
So when it attacks, another creature you control gets +1 plateau and indestructible till end of turn. Its power is 2 or less, trigger, draw a card.
Nice.
Still can't find my initiative token, so I'm just going to write where I am.
I haven't even gone looking for mine. I don't expect to keep it.
Combat Cryptic, I'm going to send the Esper Sentinel and the Enduring Innocence at you.
I will.
Actually, you don't have the initiative. Barry has the
No,
initiative.
I was going to say I will 100. I will absolutely block.
Barry, I'm going to send the Enduring Innocence at you.
You got it, buddy.
End the combat, I'm going to remove it from combat.
Do it.
And I will go and get a basic land and put it in hand. Get that planes.
I didn't realise the initiative came with the EastEnders theme tune.
So it's a
And
busy
I will pass the turn.
untap, draw. Let's go. So we'll tap this for white, blue, and red. We'll add green, black, and we'll cast. Attempt to cast Marina Vendrell. Does that resolve? Cool. Okay. So we do the top 7 cards. Land. Land. Oh, love this game. Land. Hey, a room. We got secret. Arcade.
Chrono, you got by my MTG bot.
Bajoran Enchantress. And the last one, Unholy Annex. So we get to take 2 of these and put them into my hand. The rest go on the bottom of the library in a random order.
Jeez, MTG bot, stop spamming chat.
All these new cards that we've had for 3 weeks.
Spell table is not handling any of them very well.
Yeah.
So what did you take, Luke?
I took Secret Arcade and Unholy Annex. They're the only 2 hits I had. Secret Arcade is non-land permanents you control and permanent spells you control enchantments in addition to the types, which is pretty good. Or you can cast Dusty Parlor. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a number of +1 counters equal to the spell's mana value and up to 1 target creature. Unholy Annex, bidding it if you're in step, draw a card. If you control the demon, each opponent loses 2 life, otherwise you gain 2 life. Otherwise, if you lose 2 life. And when you unlock this door, create a 6/6 black demon creature token flying. But we actually missed our exile top card of our library trigger. So that was good. Pro magic here. We'll go 3 for a Citizen champion. And I guess we'll just pass turn.
Okay.
To remind us to exile top card of our library.
Play a forest. I think we'll tap a rip for white using settlement, and then add a green to that for a Seraphic Steed. There's a 2/2 flying lifelink. When it attacks while saddled, I create a 3/3 angel with flying, and it saddles for 4 power.
It's a
Move.
very majestic piece of art as well.
Yes, it certainly is. Move to combat.
Dean has the initiative.
I know, but I also notably can't get through the 2/4 and the 2/1
Excellent.
with my 3/3.
Sorry, I'll make more space for you. There you go. I'll repath with my cards.
Yeah. I'll move out of combat.
You tease.
Yeah, I don't need to go to combat when actually attack with Rip when they're already tapped. Trigger Rip, land, Virtue of Loyalty, Grand Abolisher.
Oof.
So we will take the Grand Abolisher.
Sick.
I wonder. I'll cast Grand Abolisher.
Dope.
And I will also pay for a Amara, who can't be countered. When she becomes tapped, I create a 1/1 soldier with lifelink.
This is fine.
I will pass the turn.
Okie dokie.
In your upkeep, I will untap Rip with White Plume Adventure.
Yeah, you will. Draw. We'll go 3 and we'll cast the Mindskinner.
Now Baz can never not get the initiative.
That's okay. I get to do a game action. I'm very excited. If I get to keep a Mindskinner, I'll just be passing.
On your end, I'm going to tap 2 and I'm going to disenchant the Stony Silence. Untap, upkeep, I'll venture into the Undercity. Number 2, which I will scry to. I will put them both on top and back like that. And then I'll draw for turn. Play Plains. Gonna go to combat. Ow.
That's a microphone, Dean.
Yeah.
Exactly, Steve's freedom.
I'm going to send the Esper Sentinel at you, Barry, and the Harden Escort at you, Cryptic. Esper Sentinel will be indestructible till end of turn.
No worries. I'll block it with my 1/1 indestructible.
Yeah.
And that'll ping ping you all for 1.
Before blocks, I'm going to remove it from combat.
Okay.
I'm removing both from
Yeah,
combat.
they're gonna leave combat. That's.
And then I'm
sort
going
of
to go 1,
the
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast Cleansing Nova. Destroy all creatures.
That makes me sad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Resolves.
This will die. This will die and come back as an enchantment. An Esper Sentinel's indestructible. And then I'll tap 3 and I'll cast Jackrabbit where X equals 1. Pass.
Okay. Exile top card in my library. I may play it. Tap.
Stony Silence 2.
Draw. No. There's no. Let's have a look. Play this Tiger.
Tiger.
Since exiled over there. What do I want to do?
Punch Dean really hard.
Oh, so Dean's the bad man now.
No, it's
I
still you.
got rid of the stacks.
Luke, did you exile your card to
He did.
Foyer?
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah.
We
just
I
can't
can't
see
see
it.
it.
Oh, apologies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Satyr enchant. I forget my webcam's got crappy FOV. Yeah, which is good when you're casting enchantments, but I've just lost 5 mana at my pool, so I'm kind of like.
Steebs, you behave.
Castle.
Steebs, stop reading my deck list.
Right, yeah, so we'll go green. There's a green here somewhere. We'll go green, white, for Satyr Enchanter. Yeah. We'll go black, what colour that is, and the Roku Tower. And we'll cast Ungodly Annex.
Is there something making the Enchanter one cheaper?
Oh, it's 3, yeah. Oh, well, I'll tap that as well. It's all good. At the beginning of...
Cryptic
Esper Sentinel trigger.
disconnected from the internet.
Yeah.
I'd have mana to pay for it, go wild.
I'll draw.
Then trigger, I'll draw a card.
Could you remind me the name of the room you've just opened, just so I can put it on the spell table?
The Unholy Annex.
Unholy Annex, thank you.
Welcome. And I think that's basically all we can do at the moment. Shall pass the turn.
Did you draw a card?
End step.
I did from the... Oh yeah, from the end step. Draw a card, lose 2 life. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, these sneaky permanent decks. Well, hopefully Cryptic's coming back.
I just realised that the Enduring Innocence is actually a sheep. I never read like what creature type it was. It's a sheep glimmer.
Yeah, it's a cute little lamb, isn't it?
There you go.
Cute little lamb.
We have a Cryptic.
Okay. Very good.
Just in time for your turn.
Oh, perfect.
It's just stacked the top half of his deck now.
I mean, the first half was pretty stacked.
Yeah, it was. His hand was still pretty good.
My hand was pretty good. You've seen
A lot of it.
three of the cards that I put into it, and you don't know about the other 3.
All good.
Oh.
Yeah. My creature-based deck feels behind.
I'm going to try and mask how frustrated I am with you complaining how behind you feel.
No, after the creature-based wrath, I felt behind.
Mm-hmm.
However, I also had a cleansing nova
I guess you're saying enchantments.
and artifacts.
Yep, that sucks.
Esper Sentinel.
I am not paying for it.
I will draw. Yeah.
The Unholy Annex, the Bottomless Pool, and the Charred Foyer all go.
I just wasn't anticipating the cleansing nova for creatures first. That was all.
Did you not pick creature mode as well?
Choose one.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, yeah, it's an old.
I mean, to
school
be
board
fair,
wipe.
if I picked enchantments, it was really bad for me.
Yeah,
I knew.
pointless.
Well, you had reconnaissance, so it was.
And then I'll play Dauntless Dismantler, which is artifacts my opponent's control enter tapped. XX white, sacrifice it, destroy each artifact with a mana value X.
Yes, I've seen that card before.
That's me done. That's me resetting everything.
Every time I tap out,
Super
something
dope.
bad happens.
I mean, you've tapped out every turn, so
I know.
don't think that's true.
I know.
Yep, Mindskinner.
Yeah, my plan was to put that board out, play that next turn, and then just start taking over with my creatures.
We figured.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I need to hurt myself for that as well. Turn. We'll do have. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Yeah.
The board wipe count is 1 because it was the same board wipe.
That's definitely 2.
That's how I see it.
We're gonna put Excalibur in the bin. Pass.
I will untap and I will once again dive into the Undercity.
Yep.
I will create a treasure token.
A tapped treasure token.
Actually,
Yes.
well then. I will goad your creature, Cryptic.
Yep. I will probably be tapping it anyway.
Yeah. And I will draw. I'll play a plains. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring out Arabella.
Arabella.
Perfect. Just play straight into my board wipe.
Look, I am going to attack you with a 2-3. On attack, I'm going to create some rabbits.
Webbits.
I'm going to create a number of 1/1 rabbits, creature tokens equal to Jack Rabbit's power. So I'm going to create 1 rabbit, 2 rabbit.
3 rabbit, 4. 5 rabbit, 6 rabbit, 7 rabbit more.
I'm glad it wasn't just me that had that gremlin in their brain.
I'm sure something else happens.
I'll pass the turn if that's up.
Doesn't Arabella trigger?
When she
No, Arabella needs to attack.
Oh, she needs to attack. Okay. Are you bringing the rabbit out of combat? Or are you actually doing that?
I can't.
It's
There is
not
no
on the board
mechanic.
anymore.
Oh yeah,
It's a
yeah,
board wipe.
yeah. Of course.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm sure that helps me. All good. Right. Draw for turn. Oh, these rooms are terrible. I'll play on Marsh Flats. Crack it.
Rooms are great. They're just pricey.
Because they're
They're,
great.
they're,
Yeah.
they're difficult when you don't have an engine. That's fine. We'll get there.
You've got
Yeah.
a Saturday Chanter on the board.
I want to cast the cheap side and then unlock it for free. That's the idea. So Dean has bunnies and the bunny maker and Arabella. Stacks piece. Sorry, I'm just reading which is the most equitable. I suppose that makes sense. I should have got a white source. Right. And we'll cast a Dusty Parlor. So whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a number of +1 counters equal to that spell's mana value on up to 1 target creature. Trigger the druid. Draw a card. Okay. Do it.
So remember, folks, it is a fundraiser tonight. If you were considering supporting us financially, then please do consider supporting our chosen charity, Watch Out UK.
And we'll go 3 red. Well, 2 in a red. For a Smoky Lounge. At the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 red mana. Spend this ability only to cast room spells and unlock doors. Trigger, I'll draw a card. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will pass.
Do you have more of those door tokens?
I do.
Because that would be helpful.
Do you not put 1/1 counters on your creature?
I could do, that's a good point. Yeah, so that's 3, so I can put 3 +1 counters on the enchanter. It's not quite a jacked rabbit, but it'll do.
The Jackrabbit's a 2-3.
Okay. And pass.
Draw that again. Cards in hand, Dean.
5.
Hmm. One, two, three, four.
People are concerned it's going to be another board out.
I'm a donut. Cleansing Nova's destroy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My Scare is still alive.
Indestructible.
It is indestructible.
Yeah.
Farewell next turn, lads.
I mean, it'll be happening at some point.
At least the Sentinel's dead, so he's not drawing as many cards.
Five cards is a lot of cards. We'll play. Shall I?
Shall you not?
3, 4. Me, my planeswalkers, and my other creatures have hexproof. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Untap. Draw.
There's a lot of deep thought here.
I mean, yes. The mana curve in the deck is very high, so it's like, what one game action am I going to take? So for 3, hurt myself for 2, going to 30. I'm going to cast an Undead Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get some value on my board. If a zombie you control would deal damage, that doesn't matter. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from their library, exile that card and put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. So when I mill, and y'all mill zombie creatures, they get exiled, and I create the equivalent black zombies. I would like to go to combat.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who I attack because it's all prevented. So we'll go to combat. We will send the Mindskinner. And, oh, actually, it will matter about that. So I'll send the Mindskinner and Giggling Skitter Spike both at Dean. When giggling set no death touch, it's just the attack trigger from the artifact creature, so everybody takes 1.
No, we don't.
It's not combat damage.
Oh, is it? When the source you control would deal damage to an opponent.
Ah, bollocks. Okay, you'll get your life back. So you can block the 1, Dean, if you want.
I'll be blocking it, yeah.
Okay. So if everybody would mill 10, please.
Well, we need to mill 1 from the Skinner first.
It's been blocked, right?
It's got an attack trigger. The Sid's baby toy
would prevent it, therefore would mill. Yep. So there are three instances of 1, right?
Yes.
So you all mill 3.
I mill Split Up, which is not a creature.
I'm right in thinking it's 3 each, though.
No, we're losing 1.
No, because that would be
No, you're all technically losing. You're all technically losing one.
Yeah, we lose one. That gets prevented. We mill one.
But Mindskinner says each opponent. So if you each all get one,
Oh,
that
yes.
would mean all 3 of you would mill 3.
Mill.
Yes.
Why are we milling 3?
Because we're all taking one each, and therefore it gets replaced by each of us mill one.
Yeah.
So why is that? Why am I milling 3 then instead of 1?
Because Mindskinner replaces damage with each opponent mills that many cards. I take one, we each mill 1. You take one, we each mill 1. Dean takes one, we each mill 1.
That doesn't sound right.
It is absolutely right, because otherwise Mindskinner would only mill the player that it would deal damage to.
But based on that logic, then Mindskinner, we'd all mill 30, right?
No,
you don't.
We're taking 10 damage. We're taking 1 instant of 1 damage.
Nobody's taking any damage from Mindskinner.
So
hold on, Luke.
Let me explain my card.
Yes.
So the reason you mill 10 from Mindskinner is because there is 1 instance of the Mindskinner dealing 10. So 10 damage happens at the table.
Okay.
Giggling Skitter Spike is causing 3 damage to the table.
But it's happening at the same time, so it's the same as Mindskinner.
So it doesn't matter. So Mindskinner is dealing 10, which is why everybody mills 10. So each damage equals 1 damage, 1 card.
Right.
So Mindskinner's causing 10, everybody mills 10.
Right, so you got 1 creature from me from the 3.
Okay, I think I get it. Okay.
Because
so
it's a ping, everybody's getting hit for 1. So 1 card for Dean getting hit for 1, 1 card for you getting hit for 1.
It's the ping. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 13 cards total.
Soul Ring.
No, we're stopping after the 3.
Okay.
I've got responses before the next activation goes off.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you've got 1 creature from the first, from the Skitter's ping.
Cool.
Before
any other creatures from anyone?
These creatures get exiled.
Yes, they do.
Before we go to damage with the Mindskinner, combat damage, I'm going to pay 1 white. I'm going to Swords to Plowshare, the token generator.
Seems a good play. 2 blue mana though. Let's see that negate.
Yeah.
Hey, don't run one. We're gonna tap a blue. I'm gonna cast a Thought Scour.
Who are you targeting?
Creatures probably make sense to be Cryptic.
Cannot target me. I have shall I?
Thank you for the reminder. Dean, if you put the top 2 cards into your library.
Yeah. The mountain and a creature. Sabria.
I'll draw a card off Thought Scour. That is fine. That happens.
Yep.
As exiled, and I gain 4.
Yep.
So non-creature cards are still exiled.
Nope, just creatures.
Just creatures.
So these are just milled. Okay.
Yep.
And now the Mindskinner.
And now the damage prevented, everybody mills 10.
Good save, Dean. Good save.
Notable mills: Myril, Shield of Argive, Adeline, Parhelion 2, and Elishnor, Mother of Machines.
I'm really sad, Dean, that you didn't let me get some damage in the Cryptic's library chock full of creatures.
Things that are relevant in my graveyard: Savine's Reclamation, Increasing Devotion, Dawn from Dusk. Yeah, that's it. The rest are not coming back unless I cast Savine's Reclamation.
Not coming back to me now.
I suppose Ephemerate's pretty good. Replenish, Viduran Enchantress, Gremlin Tamer, and a couple of rooms. Wow.
Cool. That will be turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I will once again venture into the dungeon.
Yep.
And I will choose to draw a card. Will I? Yes, I'll draw a card. And then I'll draw for turn. I'll untap my lands. Yeah, I'll play a mountain.
How tough shall I?
3/4.
I don't have an answer. I'm just figuring out because it flies. It's a problem.
It's not a problem for you. It's a way to get over bunny rabbits and dolls.
Yeah, it also
1, 2, 3,
insulates you from the Arabella triggers.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
4,
doesn't it?
It's not
5.
target.
Not target.
That's a target.
I am going to cast the Aftermath of Dawn. So return all creature cards with power 2 or less from my graveyard to my hand. Ah, it's my hand. I do that every
Yes.
time. I do that every time. I don't want to do that then.
In case it's relevant, look, there's 1 life from the fetch land you just did on your turn that you still need to take.
Oh,
For the very rare time on stream where I have the life totals right.
no, for sure.
But not having a lot of game actions to take for most of the stream has allowed me a lot of like mental capacity to produce it properly.
Right. Oh.
Sadly, even with Stony Silence, Cryptic and Dean went mental.
Well, I'm not going to be affected by Stony Silence, right?
We're going to go 3
Oh,
for
you might have played Artifacts.
Mentor of the Meek. So whenever a creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield, I can pay 1, draw a card.
That Paradise Mantle was like one of 3 artifacts in the deck, and 2 of them don't actually have activated abilities.
You'll forgive me for not studying the deck list.
I'm going to go 5, and I'm going to cast Raffine's for its flashback cost, so I can copy this spell, so I can do it twice.
Yep.
Permanent mana value 3 or less. So we will get a Welcoming Vampire and an Enduring Innocence.
Says a lot about a person that gets a vampire and a lamb.
All the mono white card draw.
One of those will trigger the other one, by the way, because you've copied the spell. So
Alright, okay.
you resolve one and then you resolve the other. So.
I'll draw it then. So. Right. Yeah, let's go to the combat. I will send the Jackrabbit at you, Cryptic. And Barry, I will send Arabella at you. I'm going to trigger the Jackrabbit first, and then trigger Arabella.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll create another 2 bunnies. So I'll have 4 bunnies. And then everybody will take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, and I will gain 9 life.
I believe you also get a draw from Welcoming Vampire.
Well, it does actually depend on which one you resolve first, because Welcoming Vampire triggers once.
Did you trigger Welcoming Vampire when the sheep came in?
I triggered the sheep.
Okay.
From the
That's why I said
Vampire
that's why I said we
coming in.
needed to know how you ordered it.
Yeah, we'll draw. I'll gain 9 now. Everybody loses 9.
I've lost 9.
Yeah, I will block the 2/3 bunny with a 3/4.
Yep.
Arabella is a
1/3.
cool. I'll put 2/2 zombies in front of it.
I will like to flash in a flawless maneuver, and my creatures gain indestructible.
Yep.
Cool. I'll lose a zombie.
I will pass the turn.
D now doesn't have a flawless maneuver.
Pretty much.
Not sure he needs it.
Just saying that this says pay 5 mana, blow up Arabella, right?
Yep.
Is that what it says? Sweet.
Destroys all artifacts with mana value X.
Draw for turn. Okay. So I've got 2 red mana at the beginning of my.
Was that you
phase.
committing to doing that on your turn, Cryptic?
Well, it's also you lot don't get rid of the Seaborn Muse for a turn.
I'm not promising anything if you do that.
That's ridiculous.
No, Dean, I'm not asking you.
I think I've presented that I have 0 interaction in my hands. So
Yeah, but my argument is that's the trade-off for getting rid of Arabella.
You get rid of Arabella and blowing up the board again on my turn. That's basically it.
you say that like you weren't going to do that anyway.
7. That.
I mean, play more permanents.
I'll tap 1 and I'll play an Alcide of Life Bounty.
Okay, that's the script.
I'll put 1. I'm Shadow God. Hand is absolute crap. And I will draw from the Satyr. Cool. Okay. And I think it's past 10.
Is it when you cast the spell or when it enters? Look,
Cast.
well, you won't be able to put it on the.
Whenever you cast an enchantment spell.
So you won't be able to put it on the Satyr.
Oh well. 6/6 Satyr Enchanter. Oof. Big boy he is.
I don't remember my own deck list. Which is no good, is it?
Damn shame.
Exclamation mark deck lists in the chat. There you go.
Oh, damn. I actually lost the room that is the board wipe. That sucks. But we're okay because the WinCon room isn't in the bin yet. Ooh. There's still hope.
Ha.
I'm playing Cluedo over here.
Like the last room at the Undercity is actually bad for me because it puts counters on my creatures.
No. Just keep casting Giant Growth on Dean's stuff.
Well, that's one way to do it, I suppose.
Ruin it. Actually, can I target your stuff? Oh, one target creature, I could. I could stop buffing your things. Not the Jackrabbit, though. That'd be silly.
It's like not the worst idea in the world, though, is it?
No, it's an idea to stop me taking 9 damage. Or 12, as it'll probably be. Or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that gave me hope.
I'm sure you've got an answer.
It is a double-edged sword, Chrono, you're right.
Oh yeah, it just means I'll get beaten up by giant rabbits.
I mean, that's I can live with that death. I'll be haunted by dying to it all.
So you basically make my little rabbits more jacked than my jackrabbit.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think. Yeah, if Dean wants to get rid of a welcome vampire, he can. Combat.
That's a lot of jacking for a family friendly. And to be fair, where we are marked as mature.
I will send 3/4 flyer at Dean.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
Sure. I will go to.
You'll get the initiative, Cryptic.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You just said it was bad for you, Dean.
I'm gonna block with a welcoming vampire.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want you to get it, though.
Dean goes back to over starting life total.
I'm then going to play the Seaborn Muse.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to pass.
Can't leverage it with Rip yet.
We'll see.
He's gone from everything again.
I'm going to start another Modgust so Cryptic can put 50p's in his meter. Okay. I will start my turn. And we'll see how we got on and whether Cryptic comes back.
For the guy that always goes on about destroying people's modems with baseball bats, I think he's hit his own one a couple of times.
Karma's back. We'll draw for turn. Okay.
Dean, you're actually going to blow up the board. Is that your plan? Another board wipe.
I have many plans.
More suffering.
He has 10, so if he doesn't cast them, they're just going to sit in his hand and do nothing.
I could tell you now I'm going to play a land on my turn.
Oh, that's good.
That's helpful.
I like concrete.
Welcome back, Cryptic.
Combination.
Hello. I've had a fight with the internet service provider by the sounds of it. I didn't know I was in it.
Do you want to do anything in your end step?
Nope, that was me.
Okay, then I've gone past our upkeep, comrade,
Okay,
and I've drawn a card.
sure.
And I'm mostly just sad at being threatened with a board wipe and a handful of permanents.
It's kind of how I feel.
Yeah. But we can't keep sitting back. We have to try and do something.
The only problem at this point with a Mindskinner in play is that you inherently want to mill us, and we need our cards to slow down the Arabella threat.
Yep. But maybe I get you 10 deeper into the actual answer that you need.
Or maybe you take away 10 of my answers.
You shouldn't
What
have
if you
10
hit all-
answers, you degenerate.
What if you hit all eight of Dean's board wipes?
No, well, you've got one. Two.
2. You've cast 1.
I think I've cast one. So there's 3 board wipes in the bin.
Excellent. I'm doing the thing. I think we'll go combat.
Yep.
Doing the pinging thing first.
Before I do that, I'm gonna make Giggling Skitter Spike monstrous by taking 2. Combat. This time we'll go at look for reasons.
Cool. Let's
There's
all
an attack
mill
trigger.
28.
Yeah, there's an attack trigger for 6 damage each. So what's that? 6 and 12 and 18. So
So it actually pings its power. It doesn't just ping one.
it does, but I've just made it monstrous. So its power is now
So it doesn't just say does one. It actually does
power.
its power.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
Oh,
why it's
crap.
good in an equipment deck.
That's awful.
Responses to that trigger?
Yeah, but I've got the cards in hand.
Luke?
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't mean to stop that. How many is it to begin with?
18.
18.
18. This is before the Mindskinner.
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus.
Nah, he can't save you.
Urim Slender, Spectre, Seeing Grand Bulger, Molten Gatekeeper, Balance Tomb, Raid Bombardment, Delney, Naughty Possession, Smothering Tithe, The Boots, Path to Exile, Defender's Humanity, Porphyros, Skeleton Key.
I mean, you're not mad to see a bunch of those creatures that you can get back with your Dawn.
Yeah, to hand. Got a shiny.
That is very shiny.
Archangel of Tithes, Miri, Drumbellower, Kona, Crater Hoof Behemoth, Birds of Paradise, Angelic Arbiter as the creatures that went in there. I know we don't actively have a card that cares about creatures, but it's worth noting. And then an Anguished, a Wanted Remake, a Quest for a Renewal, a Glare of Subdual, so an answer, an answer, an answer, an answer, and an answer.
Yeah, you play Eternal Witness, you'll be fine.
I don't.
Well, that's not my fault.
Because I'm shutting down ETBs.
Well,
So-
shouldn't have played stacks. There you go.
Big hits: Sigil of the Empty Throne, Grasp of Fate, Meat Hook Massacre, Dollmaker's
answer.
Shop,
That's a good answer.
Greenhouse, Mesa Enchantress, and Anikathea. And then we got Heroic Intervention, some land, Sanctum Weaver, and another Enchantress Present, and Victor Valagoth Seneschal. So yeah, some good hits.
Not bad. And now 10. If no one wants to prevent damage to combat. Or stop this thing hitting for combat.
Can't.
Yeah, Mum.
Mom,
Trouble in Pairs. Goblin Bombardment. The rest are not worth mentioning.
D, can you do 23 on an Arabella trigger next turn?
So that was 9, 10, 11. Yes. 10, 11. Plus, I can create another 10 tokens on top of that.
That's not 23.
No, that's 21.
Exactly.
big hits: Eidolon of the Blossoms.
Oh, but then I'll have the trigger from the Undercity.
Pallid Haunting.
So it could be 22.
This and Privileged Position.
Maybe.
That's not 23.
But then I could swing out him as well.
No, it's not 23.
But I could swing out him as well.
Yeah, no, that's good.
4 lands, a Boromir, a Dazzling Theatre, a Springleaf Drum, a Thalia, an Enduring Vitality, and an Elish Norn Grand Cenobite.
I'm glad to see that gone.
Okay. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Okay, we'll do it in my turn. Tap 1, and I'll cast Into the Flood Maw, targeting Arabella.
Are you gifting a fish?
No, because it's a creature. So
Return
just to your hand.
this one is hand. Right, okay.
So 1 of haste. So Barry won't die. No.
Well, it might not have haste, but it might. Who knows? Your turn, mate.
Untap. Upkeep. Undercity trigger. So I will look at the top, reveal the top 10 cards, put a creature card from among them and onto the battlefield.
Yep.
3 non-counters. So Skull Clamp, land, Enlightened Tutor, Assembled Legion, Mithril Coat, Plains, Mondrak, Glory, Dominus,
Take your word for it.
It is.
Plains. Is that 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9. And Unbreakable Formation. So I hit 1 creature.
What's your choice, Dean?
It should be Mondrak, Glory, Dominus. It gets 3 plus 1 counters. And whenever I create a token, I create double.
The Mindskinner and your commander indestructible, Baz.
No. Mindskinner is my commander.
Sorry, the Mindskinner and the doll are indestructible.
No, it's just the doll. No. Despite how it might feel, the Mindskinner is very fair.
And I will draw for a turn.
It's a 1 toughness, like it dies to like a sneeze.
Elish Norn.
Yeah.
I will tap 2 for an Impact Tremors.
Sick. What's probably more important to try and get some goodwill is I've kept you alive, Luke, because if I was almost dead, you were like dead.
I'll play a mountain.
Why would I be dead?
Because you're on 19.
I know.
And
I will
Arabella's
tap.
about to deal 19 damage. Well,
Tap 2 for a Trailblazer's Boots.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't give haste, though, does it?
it does not.
No.
That feels like a hate include for Luke.
What does?
Trailblazers.
Let's be fair, the likelihood that we didn't have non-basic lands would be quite low. Yeah,
I've got.
you've got nearly as many non-basics as basics, Baz.
I know.
Gonna go to combat. Barry, I'm gonna send Jackrabbit and the 4 rabbits at you, and the 2/1 Enduring Innocence at you as well.
No worries.
Trigger, I'm gonna create 2. I'm gonna create 4 rabbits.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, impact tremors.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone 4 damage.
Yeah.
And the bunnies are 1/1s, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4.
The Jackrabbit's a 2.
Yeah.
And the Enduring Innocence is a 2/1.
What's the toughness of the Jackrabbit?
He is 3 toughness.
Dang. And
Kill that though if you want.
I just come
2/1.
back. Yeah. I will block one of your 1/1s.
Yeah.
So I'll take
1/1 down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then we'll go 5, and I'm going to cast Fell the Mighty. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. I am going to choose the Jackrabbit. So everything greater than 2 is destroyed.
Mindskinner command zone.
I'm going to tap 2 in response and cast the Dawn's Truth. Cryptic, you can draw a card. And this is permanents I control, gain indestructible.
Hexproof.
And if I gift a card, it's indestructible.
Alright, okay.
Very nice. It was beautiful. I've worked on that as well.
It's
Just a quick one, Luke. Luke,
Yeah.
you can't target me with the gift, so you have to give it Baz.
Because you can draw a card.
Because I had shall I? Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a draw for Enduring Innocence with the rabbits. Yeah, so board wipe.
Well, that was 2 creatures.
Yep.
Mondak dies.
No way it's coming back.
Yeah, pass the turn.
Menace you, ID. Draw for turn.
Absolute menace for getting rid of the thing that was going to mill us out next turn.
I think we're dead to your impact tremor stuff anyway.
You're very good at politicking, Dean.
I don't think I'm going to have another turn if the Mindskinner was on the battlefield.
No.
Would be tragic. Okay. Beginning, I get 2 red mana to cast a room or do stuff. Not many rooms. I cannot use it to unlock a room. Use 2 red. If I unlock a room, what does that do? Okay, doesn't really help. That doesn't really help either. Marvellous.
It's alright. Take your time. We've lost Cryptic again. It's gonna be one of those streams, chat.
Yes, indeed. Right, so that is.
I think Dean's been at my modem.
7.
Yep. So I did on the way back up from London.
That's why there's a plain size hole in my front window when I got back.
Right, so I'm going to tap 7. Just make sure I get my colours right. White. So it's 2 there. I'll tap 7 for Miracle Lord of Bones.
Mm-hmm.
It has indestructible, which is good.
Yeah.
Then with the 2 red mana here, I'm going to tap 2 white mana. I'm going to class Restricted Office. Whenever you unlock this door, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. I'm going to trigger that and draw a card.
There are currently no creatures in play with power 3 or greater that can be destroyed.
I'm going to put the +1 counter from this trigger onto the Jackrabbit.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, there was one. It was your Satyr Enchanter.
But that'll come back as an enchantment.
Yeah.
And not really much more I can do, but we've stopped some token generation.
I've got a spell in my graveyard that creates 10 tokens that I showed you from the mill. So
can you cast that from your graveyard though?
Yes. It creates 10 if you cast it from your graveyard. It creates 5 in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Did you draw a card from Satyr Enchanter?
I did, and it was crap. Yeah.
Jake Baz making sure everybody's drawing their cards. get those libraries down.
Not much more I can do.
Less nefarious, more just making sure everyone's got as much fuel to do the thing. I also know how hard it is to play an enchantment deck with like a million
and
triggers.
then comes back.
Yeah.
And pass.
At the end of Luke's turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to flash in the Wandering Rescuer, using these to convoke.
I'm saved.
3/4 double striker. Other tapped creatures I control have hexproof. Still in the end step. I would like to Cosmic Rebirth, targeting Elish Norn.
Oh, my things are enchantments. I can't die.
This returns it to my hand because it's not mana value 3 or less. And then I'll gain 3 from Cosmic Rebirth.
Then you'll take a turn off to cast Elish Norn.
I don't understand what turn off means. Clip that, leave it like that.
A lot of creepers believe that as well, don't worry.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw. You'll play a planes. Pay 7 for Elish Norn. Grand Cenobite. Creatures I control get +2/+2. Creatures my opponents control get -2/-2.
Yeah.
Yep. This dies, comes back as an enchantment.
Yep.
Zombie dies.
Ooh.
Now, how do we play this?
Well, need to exile Dean's graveyard.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I know you're hexproof for the impact tremor stuff.
No, deals damage to each opponent. Impact tremors.
I also don't have
Isn't on
Shall I?
the table.
Yeah.
Cards in hand, Dean.
4.
4 cards in hand.
Only 22 cards left in my library.
What did they get for it? 2 board wipes after a board wipe to get rid of the nuller.
I've just got nothing that says lifelink.
Yeah, so
Well, I've got one thing with lifelink. But, it's an
Heliod's
enchantment
intervention.
now. Can't tap.
Oh, thought you were meaning Heliod's intervention.
It's not an enchantment.
No, it's got lifelink though.
It does.
it's like I've got a line, but it only pays off if the thing I think is going to happen actually does happen.
Well, from what I can see, we're going to mill 13 from the Mindskinner. Is that correct?
How?
I think the Mindskinner
Oh,
is going to struggle to
you-
get recast.
There's an Ellis Norn on the table.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
How?
dead. I forgot. Yeah, okay, I forgot that.
If Baz wants to put 7 mana into the creature dying, that's fine.
So-
I also don't have 7 mana.
No,
yeah,
I
exactly. That exactly.
Like, oh my god.
forgot the Mindskinner toughness was only 1.
Why did I choose to play Mill? Everybody gets tunnel vision.
No, I'm very much focused on impact tremors. That's what kills us. But all
Okay.
I was saying was,
That's a lot about Mill.
well, we're still, well, I'm still going to take damage from the Skinner, which will probably come close to killing me.
I would need it to block him at 12.
Who's going to attack you?
Probably Dean is the earliest opportunity he gets.
Well, Dean will just kill you by impact tremors. He doesn't need to attack anyone. I mean,
I
Cryptic.
don't know that.
Well, he's openly said he's going to make 10.
Yeah, but they're going to die instantly.
I know, but it's a good spell.
And that means I need to tap out to do it.
He
I might have other...
taps out to kind of kill you and me, and then...
Yeah, but you're on 40 life, and then he can outvalue Cryptic.
No, but
No.
that's what I mean. He's far behind. Like, all his deck's built around 2/2s, and there's an Ellis Norn.
Yeah, but he's also got a million board wipes.
Not anymore.
You've probably still got 3 or 4, but you've not cast Path yet.
It's in the bin.
Also, is Path in the bin?
Swords has been cast and it's in the bin.
Okay.
And I think I got Path as well.
You did. Path is in the bin.
Not ideal.
Yeah, so is Generous Gift.
Well, you can kill me and Barry and then duel with Cryptic.
Won't be much of a duel.
Is Cryptic's got a board. Cryptic should be hitting Dean.
Always.
And sorry, Dean, you're on 40. I've got you on 46 up here.
Starting life, baby.
Baby.
What am I doing here?
And you still get the initiative, Dean.
Yeah. I think
you
I'll
are.
be failing to find.
That's the decision made.
Do you have
like
to
it.
search?
You stay in the room that you leave in. So when you get it back, you go into like the next room of the Undercity.
Oh, you have to actually search your library and reveal it.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's not me. Damn, one less card in the library.
How do I want to play this?
Slow and steady.
What's the problem?
I feel
He's
like
trying-
he's got an all-in
he's-
thing to do, but if it doesn't work out the way he thinks
Yeah.
it's going to work, it's going to leave him open to getting slammed.
I think he's trying thinking that I'm going to cast that, the impact tremors. which will pretty much kill you guys, and then you could beat me.
Well, the thing okay, I'm not going to do it. My thinking was that I put both Luke and Baz below 10. Encourage Dean to flashback this thing to just take you both out of the game and try and 1v1 Dean.
Sounds good.
Right? That's my thinking.
I mean, Barry's obviously playing mono blue, so his interaction's limited. I do have multicolored interaction, but a lot of it is in the graveyard now. A lot of it's enchantment base, so it's not instant speed.
And this is the thing, like, I can put you both to below 10 and also get the initiative out of this attack. But it's such a weird attack. And then if Dean doesn't do the impact tremor thing anyway, I'm just... What am I doing? Right? So, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to send everything at Dean.
Yeah, much as that.
This is 3, 7, and then this is 17 total.
Yeah.
Look, I think your creatures are dead because of Elish Norn.
They are
enchantments.
But yeah, can you just do something to represent their enchantmentness?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Miracle reads if a creature dies,
Exile
it comes back as an enchantment.
I become the monarch or the Undercity thingy. I'll scry 2. So I'm in the Lost Well. Put that on top.
Miracle's at 7.5, so an industry.
1 on top, 1 on bottom.
My life total's quite low.
Pass the turn.
Sorry, our life total's quite low.
Well, would you look at that?
The answer. He's found it.
Answer.
It's Pongify. Woo!
It's not in the deck.
Rapid hybridization.
That might be. That doesn't save me though. It does not save me. Oh, actually,
Right.
can I take a game action back? Can I put that
Yeah.
in
Yep.
the back of my hand?
Yeah.
You can. That's in the rules of the game anyway.
Cool.
If you play a land and no other action has been taken, you can take the land back.
Just being polite. Cast a Ruin Crab. It's a 0/1.
No, you can't.
Love me a rune crab.
Play a Castle Vantress.
Yep.
Trigger. Everybody mills 3.
Professional Facebreaker, Rootbound Defenses, and Ocelot Pride.
Heyo.
Taking away more of my enchantment removal in a collective effort.
Arid Mesa, Overgrowth, and Volcanic Island. So, yeah, not sad to see those gone.
Cool. Okay, I can confirm I can do Hee-Haw Elves.
Go to combat.
I can go to combat. I'm going to choose not to because at least it's an indestructible blocker. Pass turn.
No effects in end step.
On top. Why is also? I was like, why is the Ocelot Pride on top of my library? But it's not. That's my graveyard. Draw for turn. Oh yeah. I'm gonna play this Marsh Floods. I'm gonna crack it.
With that activation on the stack,
Yeah.
I would like to Orim's chant you with kicker.
We were just talking about that.
Oh.
In response.
I don't need to kick it yet. Yeah, with kicker.
In response, white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to Helios Intervention where X equals 7. And I'm going to gain twice X life. So I'm going to gain 14 life.
I don't know what Omri's chant does.
If I cast...
It's silence.
It's silence, but if I kick it, then they can't attack with creatures this turn either.
Right, okay.
Which I did kick it, just in case you were then about to flash in something with haste.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking through my library to see what I've actually got left, that's why.
Yeah.
I feel Impact Tremors saved me again from getting the enchantment board wipe side of Healer.
Well, no, because I wouldn't have targeted my enchantment.
Yeah, it's targets at that point.
Oh, you can just pick anything.
And there is clearly one enemy at the table at the moment. Like, hindering you is not going to help.
Just for clarity, it's not.
That's not
right?
stopped it before. I don't know. I've only got 18 cards left in the library. You're very much an enemy to me.
I mean, yeah.
No, but you're absolutely right. You do anything else, Dean?
I'm searching for a land, and I'm going to fail to find with this plains in my library.
Taking against the potential mill win. Okay. I see you.
I did think that when you played a fetch line, I was like, wait, weren't you just worried about mill?
I needed to know what was still in there. If
Oh, right, gotcha. Fair, mate.
Yeah.
You know what? I
now,
respect
now
that.
you see, I wanted to do that before I cast Helio's intervention. Because I made my decision about keeping Luke's enchantments around after I searched. To make sure I still had stuff that I could potentially win.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that, so pass turn.
Okay. Tap.
11. Turn 11, folks. We got there.
Never felt like it was going to go to turn 11 in the early stages.
It felt like it was not going to get to turn 11. I completely agree.
I mean, Arabella got Swords to Plowshare on turn 2, so...
Yep.
Which is correct, because you'd have won by now.
Exactly.
Right, okay. We'll play this land for turn. Do we unlock the other side? So we've got 2 red mana to unlock.
There must be something about your turn, Luke, that
Well,
Cryptic just disappears.
he hates. Store, sexual life, doesn't matter. Put it, control reveal, put it into your hand. I don't even know what good bloody rooms I've got left.
Crack a fetch line and go have a look.
Have you not got the board wipe room?
It's in the graveyard, the board wipe room. I'd like to have it back. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Have you not got the mass spell that brings all enchantments back?
Well, you know, I've not seen that yet, so that might be. I'll get milled shortly, don't worry.
So annoyed today.
You just got someone in your house shuggling the internet cable.
Must be. There must be like a gremlin right there.
What Elish Norn did you put on top of your deck this time?
That one. well, let's be fair. If I'm putting Elish Norns on the top of my deck against the mill deck, that was a bad idea, wasn't it?
Until it wasn't.
I'm going to tap 1 for a Utopia Sprawl, and it's purely just a rolling card. I don't really care. I'll put it on the Swamp. And I'll put a +1 counter on Miracle. And I'll draw.
You destroyed the very thing that could have saved you, Luke, the Jackrabbit.
I felt the Jackrabbit would have brought damnation to me, Dean. It didn't feel like it was trying to save me.
Yeah. Something about getting attacked with it a couple of times as well. Like, really confusing messaging.
It's a 2-4. It was a 2-3.
Fair.
Oh, I've got the 2 red mana as well. Okay, that's not terrible. So 2 red mana. So we'll tap these 2. Because one of them will tap for blue, isn't that what it says? Tapped for control. Oh, it's an additional 1 mana chosen card. Lovely.
What did you enchant with the Utopia Spool?
Oh, you got? Do you have Enchanted Forest? Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a forest somewhere. Bear with me.
Yeah, that tiger.
There we go. Yeah, the tiger will do it. Where is it? You're a forest. No, it's not. Shut up.
It is. Forest tigers are forest. That's what you can fetch for it.
Well, this version doesn't have the land type on it.
That's why you're better getting these proxies.
Yeah, well, these
It's a lot clearer.
these are impossible to read as well. So annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, right, back. So what did I do? I've not cast a spell yet. Have I? Oh, I did. I cast that.
Did, yeah,
so one green. There we go. Perfect. Back where we need to be. So now I can go these two, and the 2 red I get from Smoky Lounge to cast. This is awful. Okay. We'll cast Central Elevator.
Oh, that's the win con.
Yeah, Promising Stairs is, but I'm just trying to draw a card. I've not got enough mana to do all the stuff. So we'll draw, and then we search our library for a room. Maybe it's the board wipe room. Maybe things go well.
Oh no, just put card Promising Stairs in chat because there's a lot of words to that one.
Damn, that's life gain.
When this door opens, climb.
Escape.
That is a missed opportunity.
Come on.
Also, Chrono, great job in keeping track of these rooms.
Yeah, they come up not one bit when you click on them. They're worse than secret lairs.
Yeah.
It feels like day or night, but worse. Oh, there's no good targets for that either. Oh, why can't Meathook Massacre 2 be a room?
If anybody decides to play rooms again on stream, they need to print off oversized ones. So you can actually read.
There's a reason I didn't buy this deck. I know you guys all loved your deck.
I haven't actually played that Aminatu Precon yet.
Well, the secondary commander looks amazing.
Keys, yeah. I'm still...
Like Escape and Mill and Esper gets so much good stuff.
Yeah, I'm very tempted.
I don't know what. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll just take this room. Out of the 6 cards left in my library.
At least making the decision points easy for you.
Cramped events. And I'm probably not going to cast it because if I draw more cards, I'll end up dying. Okay. And I will pass.
You know, swing with your creature.
I could swing with my creature.
It's indestructible.
It is. Yeah, but Elish no one's reduced it. It's only a. It's a 5. It's a 5/3 now. Or 5/4 because I put a counter on it. I'll send it you, Cryptic.
What is it?
So it's a 7/5, but then you reduced it by 2, and then I put a +1 counter on it. 6/5, yeah.
It's the 6/4.
6/4. It's indestructible.
And it's indestructible.
Yeah.
6/4. Declare block. With this.
Blocked it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Also got lifelink. No, it doesn't.
How much do I care about it after this?
Lots. You care lots. So much.
What?
Are you blocking? Is your thing dying? Yeah, it's getting the bin.
I'm thinking.
You try to decide whether to sacrifice it or not.
Oh, I don't have any artifacts. Go wild.
Like the best thing it does, it blows up the boots, right?
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, there's no reason not to do it unless you're going to tap out in your end step.
yeah. As well.
This game's going well when we're blowing up trailblazing boots on turn bloody 13 or 12.
Dean does have the biggest life total, so he does have a chance of coming back into it.
Oh, Dean definitely has a chance coming back. If Elish Norn goes, I think Dean just wins. Elish Norn's stopping your commander, but we're all at a level where
It's like Elish Norn needs
Mill's the
to
problem.
go. I need 2 turns to rebuild.
Exact
That's-
same thing that I want.
Yeah, I've got.
And Luke's got a win con on board with enough mana to do it in a couple of turns.
Yeah, but
When does it trigger? Beginning of your upkeep, promising
yeah,
stairs.
but I've not got enough to do it, and you can only do them at sorcery speed.
Yeah.
And I've not got the commander to leverage
Are
either.
So with all your unspent mana, are you gonna unlock any doors?
I can't do it at sorcery speed.
That's what I mean on your like.
Second
Much.
main.
All right.
Win your second main if you want it, or if you pass the turn.
No, I'm passing the turn.
Okay.
I'm not putting a big enough target on my head. And to do it, I need.
Well, if you're not going to tap out this turn to unlock doors, then no, you've got no chance of doing it unless there's a card in your
7,
deck
8,
that
9,
unlocks them all.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need 15 mana. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It would take 2 turns, much like you guys.
Again, it's one of them things. If you've not got any interaction, you might as well just unlock some doors. That's basically
Yeah.
the same as blowing up the boots.
Yeah, turns with limited actions are just. Yeah. It's your choice. You probably do have interaction then.
Maybe. Maybe.
As you got a 0/1 and a 4/4 indestructible.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, sorry. Upkeep. I'm going to
Goad the crab.
I'm going to goad the Sid's thingy-majig. Sid's toy from Toy Story 1.
Giggling Skitter Spike.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm in the arena, aren't I?
Glad I kept a blocker up.
Do that. Blah blah blah. Duh. That and that. Yep. Cast Rip.
Woohoo.
Move to combat.
Not it.
No, I don't think so at the moment.
Feels correct.
4, 14, 18 at Dean.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tap using this in my combat. And then I'm going to go to my second main. Trigger Rip, look at 6 because their power is 6.
Yep.
Get a bit of card advantage. Have you not seen enough for your library of Barry milling you?
I'll find Serra Ascendant and a Tybar. The cards gone through are Plains, Forest, Bountiful Promenade, Flawless Maneuver.
Nice.
Pass the turn.
And I'm going to activate Castle Vantress, taking 2, going to 10.
Yep.
Scry 2. Bottom. Untap.
Our untap.
Yes, comrade. Draw mystery card.
Almost untap.
Play an island.
This is a tense game.
You're putting a lot of power down at the moment.
No, it's Magic the Gathering, not Tents.
Well done, Baz.
Thanks. Also, I played an island, everybody mill 3.
Lumbala.
Shooter.
Meat Hook Massacre 2. Undo Spirit Dancer. Mirari's Wake.
Visions of Glory. Ragged Playmate.
Linvala, Forest, Clever Concealment. Why does it say enchantment room 4 times?
Where?
This is like Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, enchantment room.
It does the rest of it all right. It's just put enchantment room 4 times on the MTG, but for some reason.
It gets better because when you try and search for them in like Moxfield and put room as a subtype, it comes up with about 3 of them. I had to go through the set to find them all. I was like, this is rubbish.
Okay. Well, at least that puts that idea to bed.
Just dead from the rune grab. Ah. Ruined.
How many cards are in libraries? Like, do people have anyone under 15?
Look.
Yeah, I'm on 12.
15, 20, 24.
23.
Hey
Quite a lot
JM,
of
how's
cards.
it going? Shout out Trying Casually Games. Hope you're doing good, friend. I'm playing the mill game right now and thinking how not to die to being beaten because I'm playing mill. No,
Look, if that was genuinely true, you wouldn't still be in this game, Baz.
Oh, hey, bro, I know.
Yeah. I would have taken you out 2 turns ago.
Yeah. No, I don't have Elish Norn still on the table, so I can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with the main way the deck mills.
Yes. Exactly.
And all the other ways doesn't really hurt people enough. Okay, moving forward. That's funny. Apologies. Let's. I'm just in quite an awkward spot.
We have developed quite an awkward set of board states for one another.
Yes. Yes, we have. We have done that, haven't we? For 2.
Don't be a blue permanent.
It's not. It's a Mindstone.
I'll pass on Mindstone.
Thanks. Okay, let's move to combat. It's goaded, so it has to go do the thing.
It certainly does.
It sure does. It is arguably still correct to attack Dean because he can still kill me with the spell.
I mean, I'm
cast.
dead to Cryptic's attack anyways.
Well, if he does that, he might not necessarily. He might now go to try to take a little chunk out of all of us. Don't know. But yeah, it's tough because there's just so many pieces on Luke's board as well, and he's got tons of mana.
So theoretically, to win the game, I need 15 mana, 2 turns to do it.
Yeah, but I'm concerned that you're not spending your mana on turns to achieve that, which makes me think you want to do something else.
Well, I want to protect myself from all the nonsense.
Okay. I think there isn't a good answer here. Let's attack and let's send it at Dean. So it's
much
4.
4 on the trigger as well.
Yeah, 4 on the trigger to everybody. So I've got you down at 10, Dean, or have I got?
I'm
it
at
wrong?
12. Yeah, you got it wrong. I'm at 12.
Right, so it does 4 damage to Dean and then 4 damage to us as well. Or is it
No,
one?
one.
So it does 4 damage to everybody,
Yep,
and
then
then
4
it
damage
does
to
another
Dean.
4 to Dean.
All right. Okay.
Why is it doing 4 to everybody? Your commander's not out anymore.
I'm at
attack
8.
trigger.
No,
It's
I'm at
it's
own
own
attack
attack
trigger.
trigger.
I'm at 8 then.
So it has the thing that it pings. Its toughness, its power. Rather.
Right. So how big is it?
It is a 4/4.
How big is it normally?
A 1/1. Without
Oh,
Elish
it's a
Norn,
6/6 and Elish Norn -2. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm losing 8.
No, 4.
4.
4. Right. Go to 11.
Did I hear life total wrong as well?
I was on 15, 14.
Luke was on 15, I was on 25, Dean was on 18 last I checked, but I'm not looking at the stream.
Hey, everybody's life totals are right. Thank you.
Ah,
everybody.
yes. Yeah, so I'm on 10 then.
Right, I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
That will be turn.
So I'm dead to that thing as well.
Yeah, untap. Draw.
Had to attack. I didn't want to attack with it. But yeah, you're not wrong. It's a great card.
I'm going to tap a red to unearth a creature. Basically to draw a card.
Yep.
I'm going to unearth the Molten Gatekeeper. There's an Impact Tremors trigger.
Yeah, there's one.
Trigger, draw a card.
9. Hey Kazuki, how you doing?
I'm going to shock in a Sacred Foundry.
Yeah.
Look, you know how you were talking about that protection?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Teferis?
Maybe.
Well,
Because Dean wins otherwise.
I don't win. Oh yeah, I do actually. You're on 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna flash back this wherever it is. This increase in devotion for 9, and create 10 tokens. Impact Tremors and Molten Gatekeeper would both deal 10 damage each.
Yep.
So in response to that, I'll tap.
Shit's getting real, chat. That's awesome about Flub's GM.
Pretty close to 9 o'clock.
If it's to destroy one or the other, you just hand the game to Cryptic, by the way. Because there's 2 instances, that's just...
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking, if I do this, can I then win the game? You're on 10 life, you're on 8 life, you're on 9, you're on 20. No, I can't do it. Yeah, that resolves.
Cryptic. You are muted if you are speaking, buddy.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'll pass priority.
I would like to tap 4. Do I want to tap 4 like that? Tap 4. Cast desynchronization. Return each non-land permanent that's non-historic to its owner's hand. So legendaries, artifacts, and
that
sagas.
doesn't help. That doesn't help you because this is an artifact. You'd still die.
Well, so it is. It's an artifact.
So yeah, again, you're in the same position. You either give me the game or Cryptic the game.
Which is why I'm abstaining.
I think I'm okay with giving Cryptic the game after you.
He's got Elishnorn out. Come on.
Let's just ask the general question: who played themselves into this position?
Everyone played themselves into this position.
Mm-hmm.
That is fair. I did not clock that it was artifact. Yes, I mean it would just be a spike play, so no, I won't do that.
Yeah, create 10 humans. Impact Tremors goes off 10 times. Molten Gatekeeper goes off 10 times.
Yep, because Mortal Gatekeeper is a 2/3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well played, mate.
Oh, jeez.
You worked hard for it.
You did.
It was a tense game.
You did. I just couldn't get back into it.
Yeah. That's like literally the only out. Because it's one. There's one more toughness for Elishnorn, and it was in the graveyard, thankfully.
Yeah. No, that's sick. No, I'm not gonna do that. Ah well, chat. That's the game. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Dean.
well played.
Turns out we were ready. We were right to still try and kill Dean.
Oh yeah. You if you ever got Arabella, you just gain a lot of life again and. Put
I
back
mean,
in tension.
When obviously Elishnorn came out and everything was wiped completely, there was the thought of just, you know what, I'm just going to pop this off. But I like refused. I was like, no, I need to hold on to this. This is like this is like the only chance to get to win the game. They need to hope somebody gets Cryptic's life total down a bit.
Yeah. No, that's no, it was really well played. Good sandbagging.
Because the other option was I was hoping you had Teferi's protection, like, so you could disappear. And it would have killed Barry and got Cryptic down to 5, and it would have tried to get you to get a kill Cryptic.
Yeah, I did have Teferi's protection, but the issue I had, I couldn't solve the issue with Impact Tremor, so I was dead to it anyway. Because you just...
Well, all the creatures would be gone, though, to be fair.
No, I know, but I just thought I couldn't see why I won the game, even with my 5 attacker. And maybe I could have played it, but I just felt the game would have dragged on longer. I think you're in a good spot. You outvalued me.
Seemed pretty good. Everyone seemed to kind of keep their value engines for a decent amount of time.
Tried to. I lost some good creatures and enchantments.
And Cryptic dominating position in the second half of the game.
Yeah, it's it did exactly what I expected like Rip to do at the end in the end game, which was just find a bunch of creatures that don't actually
Finish it
act as the removal pieces. Like Elish Norn's great, but it doesn't get rid of an Impact Tremors kind of thing. And
No,
like,
it doesn't.
Yeah, the difference between Rip and Wily Duke, which is the deck I play, is that I can just start tapping Wily with this board state. I just start tapping Wily to gain a life and draw a card.
Yeah.
Each of your turns, and
Yeah.
suddenly my hand is like
Yeah.
stocked full. Rather than this, is just like tap it, look at some cards. Sometimes get 3 or 4, which is fantastic, right? But they're always creatures or vehicles, and then there's a clause surrounding that as well. Like you can't just go, I'm just going to take all these 2-mana or 2-power creatures because they're the best ones there. It's got to be, but you've got to do that, and it's just like at that point, what do you just churn through like the wraths and the spot removal and the things that you actually sometimes want in these game states. Whereas with Wily, you just go, okay, well, I'm seeing one card at a time, but if it's a Sundering Right Eye, if it's a Disenchant, if it's some kind of instant speed interaction spell, I actually get to play it instead of putting it down there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's one of them things as well as the creature that blew up artifacts. If you didn't block with that, that would have still been on the battlefield, and you would have been able to crack it in response to kill the Molten Gatekeeper.
Exactly.
There's just tiny little margins.
Yeah.
So
it's drawing farewell on my next turn round, which is what it was as well. But yeah,
Well, that would have solved the problem with my flashback.
well, yeah,
cards.
it would have solved the problem, everything except for my creatures,
Yeah.
basically. So
it would have been a great time.
yeah,
I feel like the opportune moments I had in the game, there was just like the perfect answer on the board. So early, I couldn't develop because of Stony Silence, which is like the perfect card to turn off my deck. And then Elish Norn in the late game when I'm trying to get back in is like just can't get there. But
That's why I sandbagged Disenchant from the start.
I've had desynchronization since the start of the game.
Just because Stony Silence wasn't doing me too many problems at the time.
It's probably
And
why
then
Stony Silence didn't make me tilt when I saw it, because I had 2 answers in hand for it. But I was just like,
yeah. Like there's my, I think 4 actual hits, as it turns out.
Yeah, the deck itself's quite slow because it's not built in a traditional 5-color deck where you're playing lots of land ramp spells and playing lots of artifacts that give you the pips. So I put Stony Silence in there to kind of shut down the incremental value you get from having soul rings and talismans and things. And yeah, it was good to get it early. It was good to get it early doors, and I drew it turn 2, so it's pretty good. And then,
well, I think
when I cast my commander, I literally saw 7 cards and I hit 2 rooms, 2 enchantments. So that kind of sucked. And then the board got wiped. I didn't get back out again. because there wasn't really I needed the mana to like react to things and do things, and it just
it's always difficult. It's always difficult when you want to build into enchantments. Like Raz's 5-color Enchantress deck is like is Amori purely to almost force you to make sure that you're playing enchantments, right?
yeah.
My Zakama deck, which is very enchantment heavy, doesn't go all in. It still plays a couple of like actual creatures and whatnot, but at the same time, it's like I'm not bothering to play any mana rocks. I'm just doing it all through Utopia spores, etc., etc., which you've got access to, and it's probably worth, even if you hit a couple of rooms and a wild growth, right? That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
kind
terrible.
of thing, isn't it? So like that's sort of the angle you want to take with your ramp, and then you get to really leverage things like Stony Silence and just go, look, this doesn't do anything negative to my deck. This is asymmetrical at this point.
Yeah.
And then you're getting better hits, and you're sort of slowing the game down, as you said, as you need to in this sort of room heavy deck to sort of get to the late game where you can start activating and opening rooms.
Yeah. I lost a board white room, which hurt because obviously that'd have been perfect.
Yeah.
And I probably lent into rooms too much because otherwise it just becomes, good stuff enchantment deck. Don't get me wrong, you saw some of the non-room enchantments that are in there, but it wasn't like it wasn't like just mass removal through enchantments, and maybe that could have been the way to go, but it did okay. It was all right.
I think it's a really good commander, but the bottom half you just ignore. It's the top half says like you don't really build around. Yeah.
So the other I'd say the other part of it is obviously we knew going in that this was going to be a game between the Mindskinner, Marina, Arabella, and then I think it's fair to say at this point we had a lot of conversations about what the fourth commander should realistically be, right? Because at one point it was going to be a Rakdos commander. At one point I was going to play Marvin, and we realised, hang on, if you do that, the Enchantress deck could in theory just dominate that game because of the lack of overall enchantment removal or like actual removal that those decks could be, right? And I think part of that is also because we're doing this 2-3 weeks down the line instead of the week of kind of thing that we normally do. We've obviously decided to play higher power decks with less of the new cards in, right? Which we also wanted to play good interaction, and what we saw was a lot of like rafts or threatening rafts, right, which slowed this game down.
Yes.
And in some cases put people so far behind that it felt like you couldn't really catch up at one point. But it was only because everybody was trying to slow the game down, other than Dean, obviously. We were all trying to slow the game down to enact longer plans than we probably normally do on one of these specials. As well, and I think just when you know what 4 commanders are being played up front, you don't put cards in just for the sake of it's good against that deck, but you might put a greater volume of enchantment removal or artifact removal into like these higher power games. I'm not saying that you shouldn't play this much. Arguably, I think people should play this much in their standard decks anyway, or their commander decks, before anybody says that joke. But I think that was part of it, was we played a lot more removal than we might typically do on one of these set specials. And we played a lot more removal than we typically see on a stream game as well. And I think that's contributed to the fact that it's gone that long and it sort of slowed down a couple of times in the middle as well, hasn't it? So
to be fair, the game ended at like 8:30 as well.
No, I absolutely did the thing.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that's been our little dip into Duskmourn for this month. Who knows? We might come back. Dean and I are keeping our decks together, so they will maybe come back. I don't know. I'm gonna have a long, hard think about some of the inclusions in mine, but stay tuned. Who knows? So next week we have Phyrexian Hannah joining us? Question mark? Yes, definitely.
Yes.
So another new guest this month.
Cool.
Which is exciting. So we'll be playing some less high power, but still pretty fun Commander. So come back next week for that. This is the last day we'll be promoting the War Child campaign, because it'll be finished by the time we stream next week. Although, please do continue to support the charity if you wish. And you can do so via our campaign page, shared in the chat right now. We're 20 quid away, so we'll push it a little bit harder on the socials over the weekend, and hopefully we can hit 200 before the campaign ends, because that would be pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Alright folks, well, we actually don't have any friends streaming tonight, so we're gonna leave you to yourselves.
It's like every night for me.
Bless. Well, on that depressing note, thanks folks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you next
Bye.
week. Have a good one. Bye bye.